Hey everyone, it's Ivana Emil Elizondo from Silver Moon Astrology and Transpersonal Counseling, also known as Silver Moon Counseling. And I am here today because we have, it's October 2nd, and we have a beautiful, well, we won't be able to see it, so I can't say it's beautiful, but I'm sure it's probably beautiful for those of us in Hawaii and maybe the lower parts of South America who are able to see this Libra new moon, aka annular solar eclipse. Yeah, so it's an eclipse energy. Okay. Again, 2 weeks ago, we had the lunar eclipse. I think it was in Pisces, if I remember correctly. God, 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember what I did yesterday. So, anyhow, look, I am not medicated. I have massive ADHD. I am really going to try to stay on point this time, I promise, but I can't guarantee what's going to come out of my mouth. So let's just go in this and let's just cross our fingers and hope for the best. That's my life every day. Okay. All right. So yes, let me show you the chart because I really, look, it's an eclipse, right? If it wasn't an eclipse, I would say, oh my gosh, this is amazing energy, right? Like this is, a beautiful new moon in Libra. Yes, it's still beautiful, but it's also an eclipse. So I have to treat it like an eclipse energy. And again, eclipse energy makes me a little nervous. Okay. All right. So here we have all of this energy in Libra. Libra is an air sign. It's a cardinal air sign. Here we have the solar eclipse, aka new moon, at 10 degrees 4 minutes. We have Mercury at 11 degrees 32 minutes. And then we have the south node, okay, in at 6 minutes and 36 minutes, 6 degrees and 39 minutes. So we will notice that this energy is squaring, okay, Mars at 15 degrees and 47 minutes here in Cancer. Cancer is a water energy, these cardinal air and cardinal water. So what does that mean, right? Okay, let's take a look-see. Okay, so let's talk about new moons and we'll talk about eclipse, right? So a new moon is the beginning of the lunar month. This is the time when we set intentions. This is the time when we sit down with ourselves and we take a look around and we try to figure out what we want to accomplish, what we want to focus on for the next lunar month, okay? And it is a really great time to set those intentions, as we move forward in our life, okay? But because it's an eclipse and it's a solar eclipse, right? And solar eclipse energy is about the external experience, okay? Lunar eclipses are about internal experiences. Solar eclipses are about external experiences. So, and solar eclipse energy, I mean, just think about it, right? The moon is covering up the light of the sun. Now, this is an annular, okay, eclipse, which means that it's not give me a total eclipse, but it's still an eclipse. So the light of the sun is definitely going to be covered up. And you know what, to the ancients, that was like an omen, right? It's like, oh my God, where's the sun going? Then it's gone, sort of, kind of, we're not sure, right? I mean, we've been through the solar eclipse. We had one here like months ago, right? That was a total here in the States, and we were able to see it, and it was beautifully freaky, right? Because everything suddenly starts to go dark in the middle of the day and it's just discombobulating, right? And that's the energy. It is very discombobulating. It is very unstable energy. So eclipses bring, if we're going to go down to the basics, 6 months, okay, up to 9, up to 18, depending on the cycle. But right now we're looking at 6 months of this potentially, changeable energy. And that's the term I'm going to use because I feel this eclipse is definitely going to bring us change. Okay, now Libra isn't exactly, a mutable sign. It's not mutable. It doesn't easily shift, right? It's more of a cardinal sign. So it needs to head in a direction. But I feel that the energy for this eclipse can definitely be healing. Okay. All right. So let's talk about how this eclipse can be healing, right? It's in Libra. Okay. Libra is about relationships. It's about partnership. Libra needs to work in connection with other people. It is a very highly oriented, love kind of energy. And it doesn't necessarily mean like physical love. It's like really enjoying, it enjoys aesthetics. It enjoys, doing things with other people. It enjoys the gift of giving. It enjoys just wanting to be in partnership, whether it's, domestic partnership, whether it's spiritual partnership, whether it's, professional partnership. It doesn't really matter. It loves being in partnership and working together with someone or with a group of people. It is ruled by Libra. Hello, Libra is the love goddess, right? Okay. And so there is this essence of wanting to bring this connection, okay, into its experience. And so this lunar solar eclipse, okay, the solar eclipse new moon is really, from my perspective, focused on the harmony within relationships, okay, and how how that harmony can be easily discombobulated, or how it can come to a point where we can create balance in it. Okay, so Libra is very much in the state of needing to be in balance, but somehow constantly kind of struggling to maintain that balance, right? Okay, it's also an air sign, strangely, ruled by Venus, but it's an air sign. So there's a mental quality that comes along with Libra. So there's this heart and mind connection, at least from my perspective. That's how I've always seen Libra energy, is very mind and heart-based, right? So it's also a very socially justice-oriented mind, right? It represents law, it represents, social justice, right? There's a sense of like, I mean, if you know any Libra energy, my daughter's massive Libra energy, and she is like very much about the social justice and equality of things, right? Okay, so there's that sense of needing, again, that balance, okay, mental balance. The cards in the tarot that represent, this justice energy, obviously, is the Justice, right? The Justice card, Major Arcana, and then the Queen of Swords, okay, is also in the Minor Arcana, very in tune to this very, Libra-oriented justice energy. So it's a very duplicitous. I don't know if I just made up my own word there, but it sounds pretty good, right? Like this dual type of energy where it's about the heart and about the mind, and how you are able to balance those two together. So we're going to also include, right, the fact that this is a new moon solar eclipse. So let's take the solar eclipse energy out of it for a minute, but it's a new moon, right? So this is the opportunity to start something, or the opportunity to initiate, or the opportunity to, begin the process of ... whatever it may be. Because it is a solar energy, right? Solar is about connection, external connection. Libra is about relationships. So we have this external connection with people, okay? But it can also be an opportunity to connect with yourself, okay? I'm going to explain that in a minute. So we want to include Mercury in this because Mercury is conjunct this new moon, and Mercury is about the mind. Okay, so we have this air planet in an air sign. So Mercury is going to do really well. And Mercury is about communicating. It's about expression. It's about, thought and consideration. And it's about how the mind can connect to the heart, and how the importance of the mind within our personal, professional, and intimate, relationships, and even within ourselves. Okay, so this is going to be an opportunity to think and communicate. All right, and then we have the South Node, and this is the really important piece right here. Okay, the South Node represents the past, right? It represents the past from a long time ago, past life, if you tap into past life, or just yesterday. It doesn't matter, but it represents the stuff that we're carrying, that we have already mastered, that we don't really need anymore. Okay, it's our old wounds that need to be healed, right? So if we're going to put this all together, for me, this is a time of change that's coming, because it's going to be an opportunity to start to heal old wounds, especially when it comes to relationships, especially when it comes to partnerships. And again, it could be with other people because it's a solar eclipse, but it's also an opportunity to heal the relationship within yourself, right? Because if we are not truly healed, then we can't, no, we can't. Okay, if we are truly not healed, it is very difficult to go and to try to heal a relationship. Like, we have to be healed in order for us to bring our own wounds to, a close as best as we can, and then, or at least have the insight of, what those wounds are, so that we can come into relationship with other people and help heal those relationships. Okay. So for me, the next 6 months, wherever Libra is in your chart, it's an opportunity to take a look at those, pieces of how other people, relationships, friendships, a big one here. And even with people that you just are like, I really don't like you. Okay. We all have those people, right? Even the saints, like, I have to say this, right? Like, been reading up on the saints here, and even people that were holy, okay, not just, I mean, everybody has a problem. Everybody has a problem with somebody else. Okay. This is a great opportunity to go in deep and to heal those wounds. And maybe if it's not healing the relationship with someone who hurt you or someone you hurt, it's about healing the wound within yourself so that you don't have to carry that forward. You can just go ahead and release it, because that's what the South Node is very much about. So, a couple of crystals that I enjoy working with when it comes to Libra energy. Of course, we always have the pink quartz. Pink quartz is about Venus. It's about the heart. So working with pink quartz, absolutely. I enjoy working with crystal quartz as well. I think the combination of these two, beautiful, love, amplification, right? So I love this. And then I also have my amethyst piece right here. Okay, so amethyst. Okay, well, I could just grab it and hello, Yvonne. Why don't I just do that? Okay, look at that, beautiful. Okay, I love working with amethyst and Libra energy. So those are some of the crystals that you can bring into your home. Okay, especially if you've had a lot of, maybe discord, conflict, just maybe disagreements. These crystals are amazing to work with, especially in combination with each other. You can buy some, put them in your living room, put them in your kitchen, put them in your bedroom. Okay, and it really helps, create that essence of peace and harmony and opening up our hearts, right? And connecting to the mind. So that's what I would suggest, right? Let's really take a look at those parts of your life. If you have your natal chart and you can find that placement in Libra, that's wonderful, right? If you don't, then come and see me and we can find it, okay, together. But so all of this energy, this Libra energy, as I mentioned, it's squaring that Mars in Cancer, right? And Cancer is about family and home, and it's a very protective energy when it comes to the people that they let back in. So Mars is, it can inflame those things, but I think this is an opportunity to be motivated, not so much inflamed, because Mars is in a water sign. So for me, this is more about, motivating, okay, the heart, okay, the emotions, okay, maybe bubbling some things up. Sometimes we need, to be persuaded, right, into opening up and healing those parts of us in those relationships that maybe we're afraid to look at. So that's it. That's my my opinion of this Libra energy. Again, this energy is, on and off for the next 6 months. It could happen today, okay? But I think this is going to unfold, more slowly, because Mars in Cancer isn't a fast, moving energy. It's actually like, dum, 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 okay? So I think I just did that, didn't I? That was like my 7-year-old self coming out. So anyways, that's it. If you want to learn more about your astrology, you can visit me at silvermooncounseling.org. That's silvermooncounseling.org. However, my website, there we go. My website is under construction. So if you go today, you're not going to find it. Okay. But you can find me by contacting me at info@silvermooncounseling.org. That is info@silvermooncounseling.org. And that is it. I hope everyone has a really good opportunity to take a look at how we are interacting with other people, right? To help us heal the wounds that we have, to help us heal the hurts, to help us to go deep. I was talking to a beautiful lady today, and we were talking about how we can go deeper in our healing. And I feel that this is the opportunity to do something like that. Now, does that mean it's going to be easy? No. Does that mean that it might be a little unpredictable, unstable with the solar eclipse energy? Yeah, but healing is healing, right? And so let's take advantage of it. All right, everyone. That's it. Okay. Love each other. Take care. Blessed be.